Here we have the Smoktech SID unit. This is a variable voltage unit, and let's open up the box so that I can show you what we're talking about. This particular one is black. We do have them in different colors. As you can see, this is one of the larger units. It does have the Ego threading, the 510 Ego threading, so it's going to accept whatever that you're using, whether you're using a 510 unit, an Ego unit, an Ego C unit. We can even go into the clearomizers, whatever works for you. So what are the advantages of these? I am here to tell you that in the beginning, I wasn't a huge fan of these large units, and having a brick and mortar store and a place where people can come in and try every single unit. I've watched so many people where their eyes have lit up going into one of these variable voltage modes that I know where another eCig unit may not have gotten them over that little bit of a hump, really to never use regular cigarettes again. So these guys are major players in the game. I would advise this to be in your collection. Absolutely. I would also advise this even as a first-time starter unit. They're very easy to use. You choose whatever top end that you have. I personally on these units recommend a clearomizer, a Kanger bottom coil clearomizer that you're looking at. This guy right here does have a button. You push the button to inhale. And the other thing that you may have noticed that just popped up there was, of course, a little LED display. So I'll show you that. It's a very simple display system the way that it works. It's a 3-click on, 1, 2, 3, and then you just kind of click on through to see wherever you want to get to. You can variate the voltage on this unit, or you can variate the wattage on this unit, voltage or wattage. Please don't get too confused with that. I know that may seem a little bit overwhelming, especially if you're brand new. Here's one of the things that a lot of people don't know with most of these units. If you decide to play with your voltage and increase your voltage or bring your voltage down, the unit is going to automatically change your wattage to whatever voltage that you're choosing. If you decide that you want to run this in a variable wattage mode where you're controlling the wattage, the voltage is then going to change. So it just depends whichever one that you want to choose. I recommend messing with the voltage. It's very easy then. With the voltage, it's really great to kind of be in that 3 to 4.2, 4.3 range. You can start bringing like this unit up here to 6 volts. I think you're going to notice, do it in very small increments, that there may be a slight burning taste in your liquid, whatever it might be. But what this is, more importantly, what this is really here for is variation. And that's very key for a lot of eCig users, is to have that variation available to them. The other hidden thing with these units here too is the battery life. The battery life is incredible on these things that you have. Currently, as we're making this video right here, there may be changes farther below, so read what is included with this. We are stocking this with the Panasonic brand 3400 mAh battery. That is an incredibly large battery. The heaviest user, I cannot foresee you depleting one of these batteries within a day. So that's really a heavy duty thing. I've heard of people where they go a whole week without having to recharge their battery. I of course would recommend charging every day. It's lithium ion. It's not a big deal to do, but this is a variable voltage. The other thing that I really like about this unit is how heavy duty it is. Of course on a video we kind of lose that, but trust me of what I'm saying, very durable as far as well made with the steel. I also like how this little display unit here, it's recessed and completely around it and completely around the unit. You're noticing that it is all metal also. It's very easy to take off the very top piece, which will expose your threading. This is where you would put anything on that you'd want. You don't have to take that off when you're putting something on, but commonly you may have to take that off to get a clearomizer off or whatever that might be. It's very easy to do, very easy to come on or off. I do want to point something out with this unit that we have here. You're going to notice that for the price, the charger and the battery is not included standardly with this kit. This isn't some kind of a gimmick to try to upsell you on all these other things. What this is to save you down the road. Commonly, eCig users will purchase more than one unit of a variable voltage. This is a variable voltage unit. So let's say you're John and you buy this kit that we have right here. And if we included the charger, we included the battery, now all of a sudden you say, oh, I just saw this newer model that I want a couple months later, and here you're buying the exact same battery and you're buying the exact same charger. There's no need to have those multiple things. So these units commonly in the marketplace, you're seeing them being offered without the battery and without the charger, but however you have a drop-down list to include those things, and that's because you don't necessarily need it. If this is your first unit that you're buying like this, then yes, of course, you do need the battery and you do need the charger. On these right now, what we are including, if you do decide to pick up the battery, like I said, you have that Panasonic 3400 mAh battery, and then we are stocking the Trustfire. I just think it's very well made. You may be familiar with Trustfire and the flashlights, the way that they're made. What's kind of nice with this too is it's a dual channel, so you can actually pick up an extra battery and replacement parts section. You can have two batteries. You can always have one sitting here on the charger, and then you can just swap them out as far as that goes. This is classically what's called an 18650 battery. That's the model number of it. This accepts the 18650, of course. There's a smaller one that is called the 18350. Heck, these will even do C123s. So some things that you're not typically using for electronic circuits, this will also charge for you. So that is kind of nice, and it's very easy. It just kind of rotates down there. I'll put one in there to show you how it works. You have the room for the secondary one. Removing the battery on these things are very easy. All you do is unscrew the very bottom, and voila, we have our battery. So very simple units, very, very durable. Definitely put one of these in your collection, even if you're just going to sit there at home and use it and it's never going to see the bright light of day. You would do yourself a disfavor by not putting a variable voltage model in your collection. Heck, I've got one even now, folks.